Hello there, friends and followers, channel members. Welcome to this live stream. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show. And today we are going to be flying the Cessna 414 Chancellor by FlySimware. And welcome all of you to this live stream today. We have with us Rand Cooley. Rand, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Clear to land. Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words and for your continued support. Stan, welcome aboard, and thank you for your continued support. Greetings to you, my friend. I'm definitely looking forward to flying this Cessna Chancellor today from over Iceland. We're flying today from Bravo India Alpha Romeo to Bravo India Kilo Foxtrot. Now, the names of the airports are very difficult to pronounce, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Yeah, welcome Ferdinand. How are you doing, my friend? Good evening to you. Jesse, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. James, V1 Rotate. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. And I hope things are well over at Switzerland, where my family's actually now having a bowl and enjoying some relaxing times after a long, very long school year. So the kids are there having some fun. Captain Poland, welcome aboard. Philip, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us this evening. And we also, let's see, I think I've got you all. Welcome aboard, guys. Glad to have you. And just as a quick reminder, the giveaway for the second Tobii Eye Tracker 5 device is currently open, so you can enter, and you are kindly requested to click the link that appears in the chat. I've pinned the message so that you guys can basically click on the link. We have Mr. Don with us as a VVIP member for 1 year. Thank you very much, sir, for your continued support. I really appreciate it. All right, folks. So here's what we're going to do today. And today I wanted to really show you, take a second look at the GTN device, which I think is really an excellent Garmin device for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I will try to highlight. I'm doing very well, Mr. Don. How are you doing? I hope you are well. I think it is a lot better than the PMS-50 device. I'm going to tell you what really kind of do them apart. So what is really the pros and cons of the GTNXi? Personally, I started using it after it came out, and I stopped using the PMS-50 device. So today I'm going to tell you exactly why that is, and hopefully this can be also an insightful video or live stream, and that you guys can learn something during this stream. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to close the doors here, and we are going to be departing. Let me just give you a little bit on the let's see here, our operational flight plan. So our plan today, as much as I wanted to find a flight plan with Airways so that I can show you exactly, show you exactly how to enter Airways, I couldn't really find one suitable for this video. But hopefully it'll be useful. Anyways, we're going to do SIDS and stars and things like that, and hopefully I can show you all the nice features as well. Jesse, welcome aboard. Is pronounced Ekoreri. 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 It's pronounced Keflavik. Thank you very much for that, Jesse. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. Duncan, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. It is definitely snowy. It is freezing cold probably here in Iceland. And what we're going to do here, folks, is we are first going to set our fuel. Now, there has been some changes to the Cessna Chancellor. It's under constant updates, but what I've noticed today is that their website appears to be down. It looks like the domain hasn't been renewed or expired, and when I went there to their site, I just got this domain as pending, or it looks like they need to make some sort of payment or something. I don't know. But the site was down at the time of making this, preparing for this stream. We can go to, now you have the total weight, so you can manipulate the weight and balance here, so you can set Alicia and Mark, and you can set all kinds of things in the seats here. You can also set the luggage, which is kind of nice. I like what they're doing. And by the way, this is a beta, and it is still in beta, and they constantly make updates to it, which is very good to see that they continue to update this add-on, so it hasn't been neglected. Alex, welcome aboard, my friend. Manny Freeze, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Live to Ride 49, welcome aboard. Oh, from the Yosemite area. Oh, how cool is that? Welcome aboard, my friend. All right. So this is one thing we have, and then we can also set your cargo. So if I look at the flight sim plan, we have actually 7 passengers in this flight. So we can actually add, we can add seat 4, seat 3, and that's fine. And we can add also some rear cabin cargo. And then we're going to go to the fuel. And for this flight today, we're going to need about 1,040 pounds of fuel. So we have plenty right now. So what we're going to do, and the nice thing is you can either set it with the tanks, or you can, it will give you the maximum range here. So I'm going to just take this down to fuel about, let's see here. We're going to put, actually we have sufficient fuel. Let's see here. We have the tanks here. Not sure how to set up the tanks here, but total fuel this is in gallons. So let's leave that alone. So we want the fuel here to be, let's see, total fuel, maximum fuel. So what is my total fuel? All right, we're just going to go to 46 and 500 pounds. Let's see, that's plenty. Let me just go here, and we're going to put about 32 and 32. That should be sufficient fuel for the flight, because the total distance is some about 180 nautical miles for the total distance. So I don't think we need that much fuel there. Yeah. If I look here at the plan, yeah. So I don't think we need that much fuel. This should be sufficient. Actually, I'll give it, just bump it just a little bit. We'll take it both to 40%, and this one to 40%. That gives us 456 nautical miles. We're going to be cruising today at about 15,000 feet. All right, so we're good there, and you can perform. Excuse me, I'm not feeling very well today. Everything is good here. So I'm a private pilot who has this exact aircraft. And yesterday I flew from California to Brazil via Panama and back. Oh, Jesse, that is actually very good to have you with us. So I can probably learn something from you today. And we have also Aldraxic from New Zealand. Welcome aboard, my friend Chris Jelby. Welcome from the UK. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. All right, so this is all good here. We are going to start with removing the yoke here so we can see exactly what we're doing. And we are going to turn on the battery and alternators. Those are on. We're going to come down here and make sure that the fuel tanks are on the main tanks. All right, beautiful. And what else? Let's see here. The props are full forward and the mixture is full rich. We're going to crack throttle about 1/2 inch open, or maybe an inch open. And we're going to turn on both the anti-collision lights. Let's see here. This is and nav lights. So both are turned on. And we are now ready for engine start. So we're going to turn on all the magnetos. There we go. And we're going to start with the right engine. So we're going to put the auxiliary on low, and we're going to prime the right engine. Love the sounds there. And now I think we are ready to start. Beautiful sounds. Very, very nice indeed. We have a good start. All right. And we're going to do the same thing for the left engine. Prime the engine. Okay. Nice animations. And we have a good start on the left engine, looks like. Perfect. We have a good start on both engines now. Beautiful. Mertoya, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Alrighty. Let's take a look here. We can turn on the avionics. Avionics master is on. And now we're going to have those beautiful Garmin devices by GTN50, by TDS GTNXi 750 devices. Continue. All right.
System test okay.
Let's set our altitude to 10,000 feet. We can go a little more. I think we can go to, let's see. The actual flight plan said 8,000, but I don't think that's accurate. Let's do 14,000. How about that? 14,000 is good. All right. All right, set the altimeter, and all is good there. Having dinner and watching my favorite streamer. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Chris, welcome aboard, my friend. Yeah, it is a very easy aircraft to start, and fairly simple. All right, so what we're going to do now is by the way, the cowl flaps need to be open, so they are. If we pull them, that's the closed position. They are open and locked, and everything's good here. All right. So now we're going to start programming. By the way, let's turn on the transponder, put it on standby for now. And now we're going to go for the flight planning part. Now, for the flight planning part, let me just tell you what is our current flight plan today. We are going to be departing runway 01 through the Oscar 1 Bravo. Through the Oscar transition, we're going to fly direct to DVUD. And then the DVUD 4N is our star into our destination. And we are also going to be doing an ILS approach runway 01. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and program those Garmin devices. And the thing is, there is no way to sync them together. So we can't sync both. So we have to enter the flight plans in both devices. So we're going to come here to the flight plan. And as you can see, this is the departure airport, and we can select the departure airport, and we are going to select, we're going to load the procedure and the departure, and we are departing through the Oscar 1 Bravo, which is this one here, and it automatically selects the runway for us. I love the fact that it selects the runway automatically and selects also the transition, and we're going to say load departure. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to go down here, and there's one waypoint that we need to add, which is the DVUD waypoint. So we're going to add it, DEVUD, and as you can see, this is in Iceland, and we're going to enter that, and we're good there. And then we're going to add our arrival airport, Bravo, India, Kilo Foxtrot, Keflavik. Yeah, all right. Keflavik is entered, and we're going to select the airport now, and we're going to click on load procedure. Now, we can select first the arrival, and the arrival is going to be through the DVUD for November. DVUD for November. And looks like we have a new subscriber with us here. Javier Alves just subscribed to the Kuwait Pilot channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. The DVUD for November is this one here. So we're going to click that, and it automatically selected the transition, runway 1, and we're going to say load the arrival. All right, so this is good here. We're going to make sure that everything looks good here, which it is. And now we are going to go back and go to the procedure once more, and we're going to select the approach at our destination. And we are taking the ILS-01 Zulu transition. No, we don't want vectors. We want the... which one do we want here? Let me check our flight plan real quick. Let's see, the Dexon. So this is the transition we want, the Dexon transition. And now we can say load the approach. GPS guidance is for monitoring only. Load the approach, that's fine. And now we have it. And by the way, this is the ILS frequency for our arrival runway automatically selected for us, which is really, really cool. I love the Garmin device, and this TDS GTNXi is actually based on the real Garmin device. So everything you see here in terms of the color, resolution, functionality is exactly as it is in real life. Idham, hello my friend, welcome aboard, and thank you very much for your continued support, being a VVIP member here at the QA Pilot channel. Appreciate it. Celso, hello, how are you doing, my friend? Welcome aboard. Pretty cold right now. It is definitely very cold, yes. My aircraft is used for my cousin's private airline called Princess Air Company, and she serves Panama and Brazil from California. That is brilliant. All right, so we have now with us the entire flight plan here. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So we can go back here and click on the map. Now this is the map, and just look at the resolution of the TDS Garmin device. Just absolutely beautiful. All right, so we have everything loaded here. We're going to go to the flight plan here, and we're going to select the same thing. We're going to go to load procedure, select our departure, and it's the let's see here. All right, it's the Oscar 1 Bravo. Oscar 1 Bravo. Already selected for us the transition and the runway, so we're going to say load the departure, and then we're going to just go down and say add waypoint, and we're going to add the DVUD waypoint, so DEBUD, and enter that, and that is now done. And now we can add the arrival airport, which is Bravo India Kilo Foxtrot Keflavik, and enter that. And now we're going to select the load procedure. We're going to select our arrival, and the arrival is the DVUD for November, which we can come and find here. It already selected the transition, and we're going to load the arrival. And then we are going to go back down to load procedure, and we're going to select the approach, which is the ILS-01 Zulu, and we're going to select the transition as Dexon, and we're going to say load the approach. And now we have the flight plan on the other side as well. We can leave this on flight plan, and we leave this on the map, and we are good. Now let's put this on the on, and we can reset our view, and we are now done with programming the flight plan into both Garmin devices, and we're ready to go. Sammy Tech Cookie, welcome aboard, my friend. Munish Johnson, hello, my friend. Is it possible to make a video specifically for how to use the Garmin, specifically the Ariel non-touch screen version? Yeah, we can do that, I guess. All right, so everything is looking good now, and we are good to go. We are going to turn on the taxi light. And before we continue, let's just come to our checklist here very quickly, and we're going to go starting engines done before taxiing checklist. Avionics is on and set. Brakes are set. Flight instrument are checked. Engine run up. We can actually skip that just in the interest of time. Throttle is 100 RPM. That's okay. Before takeoff checklist. All right. So we can do that as soon as we are at the runway. We're going to release the parking brake now and head over to the... before we set our altitude to 14,000 feet. So let's go ahead and set the pressure, the cabin altitude, to 14 plus 1,000, about 15,000 feet there for our cabin pressure. And now we are good to go. By the way, it looks like I don't have FS Realistic, so let me just go ahead and turn this on. Yeah, so we'll get some vibrations and some cool stuff there as we depart. All right, we are good to go, folks, and we can leave the yoke now. Let's release the parking brake, and we can now head over to the runway. We're not going to use any pushback or anything like that. Kind of a looks the icy conditions are contributing to, you know, the slippery surface here at the departure airport. All right, let's taxi to the runway. Beautiful. Nathan just subscribed to the Q8 Pilot channel. Welcome aboard, Nathan. Beautiful looking aircraft, the Cessna Chancellor. Highly recommended. Alright, we're going to come down here and we're going to turn on the landing lights. And you can now notice the vibrations from FS Realistic. Alright, so the fuel quantity is checked, fuel selectors, main tanks, emergency crossbar check and open, cold flags are open, trim tab is set for takeoff, wing flaps are up, prop sync is off, and the flight instruments are checked, ice protection as required, and seat belts. Alright, so everything is good, landing lights, power set for takeoff, check fuel flow, all is good there, and takeoff, all is good. Alright, so we're just gonna go to the side here and make the turn. Alright, here we go, we can make the turn here. The signs appear to be out of place at this airport for some reason. So they are, I'm not sure if that's how they are placed in real life, but they don't look right to me. Alright, let's get lined up here with the runway. Oops, what did I do? Alright. So everything checks okay. We can bring up the yokes now just to kind of see, and we are tracking up, it looks like. By the way, you can come here to the device and it's got some message about commercial use and things like that. Alright, so if we go to the menu and we go to the map setup, heading up is fine. So we'll leave that. And you've got all sorts of options, so terrain and all of that, you know, details, map details, very, very detailed device. Again, based on the real Garmin device here. Airport mainly get -8s in few times a few. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that. All right. Okay, and we have Alexander has just become a subscriber of the Q8 Pilot channel. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. And we are good to go, folks. So let's go. Let's look at the mixture here. Everything looks good. And we are good to go. All right. right, takeoff thrust is set. We're going to rotate at about 75 knots. B1, rotate. Woo! We almost stalled there. Alright, positive rate, gears going up. Alright, we can zoom in a little bit here. Just look at how beautiful the displays are on this Garmin device. Alright, let's intercept the flight path. And we can, I think, go to about 1,500 feet per minute for the climb. And we'll momentarily do the after takeoff checklist. Beautiful scenery of Iceland. Just look at that, folks. Just really, really very, very nice scenery. And by the way, I have the Iceland mesh from Orbex. Alright, at this point, what you can do is we're going to turn on the yaw damper. Flight directors can go on. Autopilot. And this is already on GPS. We are going to go to nav. And we are going to use vertical speed. And we're going to climb at about 1,200 feet per minute. Here is the turn. Here, let me zoom in so you guys can see what is going on there. All right, so now we can go to the checklist and we can go to the after takeoff checklist. Gear and flaps are up. Yaw damper is on. Auxiliary on low, which it is. And landing and taxi lights retracted. Alright, let's retract the landing and taxi lights. Auxiliary ice protection as required. Prop sync is off, which it is. By the way, this is the prop sync switch. And then we're going to go to climb. Power is set for climb. Mixture is adjusted. Let's see here. We need to adjust the mixture. Alright. Mixture is good. And we're going to reduce this to obtain about 2,500. So props to 25. And oxygen is check. Everything's good. Alright, so the next one is cruise. And we'll leave this until we reach our final cruise altitude of, I think we might be going a little too... Here, let's reduce... That's better. Alright, and we continue our climb now. All's looking good. Perfect. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. That's our flight plan. We're looking good. And all is well. Perfect. Sander, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Thank you for putting so much effort into the streams and getting all the scenery needed. It's a hassle. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much, Duncan. And yes, it is a hassle getting all the sceneries, you know, everything working right. Let's look here for the engine cabin heat. We're going to turn the pitot heat as well, and maybe we'll turn on the no, that we don't need. We need the prop anti-ice and service de-ice. All right, so because I think that we might be getting some ice. Oh, just guys, look at this. Just look at that. What a beautiful looking sight. Beautiful. By the way, we can come here and turn on the lights here, so maybe we can see the instruments a little better. Right, here we are doing well. Guys, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I received a call from an old friend, and just wanted to see if everything was okay. All right, so here we are, and this is our flight plan. Here, let's take a look here. Again, you can see the how nice this Garmin device looks like here, and it zooms in and out in accordance with you know, with the phase of the flight, which is really, really cool. And we are continuing our climb to 14,000, as you can see here. Just look at the terrain here. This looks beautiful. I haven't done a lot of flights aboard this aircraft, but it's definitely one that I recommend for Microsoft Flight Simulator. One of the better ones, definitely. It was featured in my top 10 list of payware aircrafts for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And so a lot of people were asking about which device should we get. What do you get more with the TDS 750 as opposed to you know, as opposed to the PMS 50 device? And one of the things that I will tell you right off the bat is that, for one, the TDS GTN 750 is cheaper. Now, of course, they don't offer a subscription-based model, but once you actually make the investment in the TDS GTN 750, it's yours forever with all the updates and all that good stuff. It's yours, so you don't have to pay a subscription fee. And when compared with the one-time subscription fee of PMS 50, the offering from TDS is a lot cheaper. So on just the grounds of pricing, definitely the GTN XI by TDS wins on that account, on pricing. Now, one major difference between the two is that the GTNXi is based on the PC trainer, and this means that it offers a 1-to-1 pixel by pixel accuracy and functionality, as well as navigation calculations are done exactly as the real unit. So that's number two. The TDS GTN is XI solution, of course, is a newer software version, much newer than the old GTN. And Garmin has internally used the GTN as well. Additionally, the XI has a new and innovative Smart Glide feature, which has been fully implemented in the TDS version. And the XI also can do custom holds at any position on the map. The radius to fix or RF legs are supported by default in the TDS version. A VNAV for descent mode, which of course is currently not tied up to the msfs autopilot, but it fully displays full information, including calculated vertical speed and altitude constraints. It offers ADS-B traffic display as opposed to TCAS, and of course, since PMS is a custom-coded add-on, the colors, fonts, and general web page layouts are different, but not major, not a big thing, but it is definitely noticeable. So that is a big difference between the two devices. Now, also, the database that comes with the GTNXi by TDS is the exact same one used in real life. So all the airports that you're going to see in the TDS GTNXi are the ones seen in the real life unit, and this is not the case with the PMS-50. Now, of course, you can create your own custom waypoints and designate them as airports as desired with this device. So that is, again, very, very cool. Now, while it only offers charts in North America, you don't actually need it. It's already included in the package, so you don't really need to purchase anything. If you only fly in North America, then the charts are automatic. They are included with your subscription, so you don't really need to do anything to have them working for you. Of course, you will need additional. Currently does not support Navigraph, so that's one disadvantage. And the other disadvantage, by the way, we are reaching our cruise altitude now. The other disadvantage where I would say the PMS-50 wins over the TDS GTNX is that it requires a bit of system resources. So it is hungry for resources, and it will, the consumption of frames is larger with, all right, let's put prop sync is on, and everything else is good. So this is in a nutshell what, let me just remove this, don't need that. All right, let's remove it, perfect. So these are the main differences between the two. Landing the 310 is interesting to say the least. Absolutely, Duncan, yeah, absolutely. Unsolved history, welcome aboard. Doesn't hit the frame rate as much as that's correct, yes. So without a doubt, the 310 is harder to land than the 414. Yes. So I was actually I didn't know what to do, guys, today, because up to the point where I started preparing the thumbnail for the stream tonight, the Cessna Chancellor was actually rated. It was about 52 to 40 something, 48. So I said, okay, it looks like, we're gonna go with the Cessna Chancellor. But right before I actually started the stream, I saw that the poll was showing the 310, the Milvis, the 310, with a higher percentage. So what we're gonna do is, in my next planned GA flight, we're gonna fly the 310 by Milvis. Looks like it's a cloudy day here. Let's switch here to the outside, and this is a beautiful sight, folks. Look at that. Looks like we're going to go through some serious clouds here, but the scenery here in Iceland with the Orbex mesh is just fantastic. Would have been a lot better without all these clouds. And by the way, we are flying this route today based on a member's request, and that is something, of course, we're going to do moving forward. Is I'm going to fly the routes that you guys want me to fly. Let's take a quick look here at the Garmin device and trim out. Right. All right. Another thing that I really like about the device here is you see this TOD, so it actually calculates the distance and your current altitude, tells you exactly when to begin the top of descent, which is very, very cool feature. Is the 310 out of msfs? Yeah, it is there. It is available. Captain Poland. So now we are going through this clouds. I can see some ice forming on the windshield here, but hopefully it won't, it won't cause us any issues moving forward in our flight today. And again, guys, to enter the giveaway, Q8 lean the engine. I think the engine is leaned. Let's see here. I think we're good. 2300, I believe, and we can clean the mixture there a little bit. I think we're good. Here, let's do we go to the checklist and we go to cruise, power, lean the mixture, synchronize the propellers, pressurization is set. Yeah, we're all good. Perfect. 14,000 feet and everything is looking good. Perfect. That's us right there. And we are looking good. So basically for me, guys, if I'm to recommend an investment in either the PMS50 or the TDS device, I would definitely pick the TDS GTNXi over the PMS50, although it does require more system resources, but I find it to be a much better representation of the real world device. It is based on the actual Garmin device. So to enter the giveaway, yes, thank you, Mertonia, thank you very much for posting the link. And yeah, let's take a look at some external views here. Wow, look at that. Just all clouds today. Hopefully it will subside as we approach our destination. But we're just gonna be flying through all these clouds now. I can see ice, the ice formation again on the windshield here, just a little bit here as well. We have the anti-icing all turned on, so hopefully it will subside. Pressurization is set, all is good, everything's good there. By the way, why are those turned off? Alright. That's better. Now we have, just look at that. Now this is, you see these clouds, they look a little funny. So sometimes you do get that in msfs. Not a big deal, but you see the rainbow there. Looks like there is some rain here. Boeing Corp, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. And thank you for your continued support, Boeing Corp, being a VVIP member here at the Q8 Pilot channel. Really appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, very cloudy flight. By the way, the cabin looks very nice here. This is the passenger we added, so we've got a couple of passengers and a little bit of cargo there that we're transferring over to our destination. You can also open these the table trays there, which is cool. So we can do it here as well. Yeah, nice animations and sounds. Yeah, I like it. I like this aircraft a lot. I think it's one of the better add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator, to be honest. And by the way, we can always enable Tobii Eye Tracker. So, and it gives you the ability to, since we are doing a giveaway of the Tobii Eye Tracker here, it's very easy to look around, especially in GA aircraft. It's very, very easy to look out the window and look at your instruments, for example. Come over here and zoom in at your instruments or your GTN device. Yeah, it's very, very cool. And again, if you mess up your views, you can just hit F12 to reset the view, and you're back where you started. Works exactly as advertised. By the way, there was someone saying on one of the My Tobii Tracker videos saying, the thing I don't like, the thing he doesn't like about Tobii Eye Tracker is that you need to look straight at the screen or as you move your head, and that's not true, because the Tobii Eye Tracker will track not just your eye but also your head movement. So it will actually, even if you're not looking at the screen, as you move your head to the left or right, it will actually detect the head movement and move the camera accordingly. So that's that. And let's go to the GTN device here and take a look. All right, so if we look at our flight plan, here 16,000, 15,000. Of course, we're not going to reach 16. We're going to remain at 14,000 feet. And then if we go down here, there are some restrictions there which we need to follow. But then we are here at 7, then 3,500, and then 1,800 feet for the final approach. 3,000, yeah, that's for the vectors for the holding point, so that we don't need. And as you can see, it automatically resets the flight plan to where we are flying right now, which is again very, very cool. Right here we have also the airspace information. So if you click here, you have the airspace information that we're flying in. Very, very cool. I really like that. You can go to next airspace. So it gives you exactly where you are flying. Now you can use this knob to go a cycle between the flight plan, the traffic, the terrain, and there we go. That's the flight plan. Nearest airport. Hold from within the knob here. And this one here, the other knob, is for zooming in and out. But if you actually click this, now you can manipulate the comm frequency, and you can set it again to manipulate the nav frequency as well. So a very, very functional device, the GTN 750. Pros, from here you have the weather, which is still not implemented due to the limitations of the Microsoft Flight Simulator SDK. And we have Mr. Tokarski. Hello, my friend. Does the 414 have persistent systems like the 310? I don't think that it does, no. But probably is something in the working. If we click here to bring up the... Why is it not coming? See, I emailed support. There we go. About the click spot. Alright. So... here we go. So this is what we have. I don't think you have any persistent features there. This is the current wind and all that stuff. weight and balance. This is new. This is new stuff that they've implemented. So now you can manipulate the total weight of the aircraft here, and we are looking good. And then you have the checklist. No, so they still don't have any persistent features aboard this aircraft to date. All right, let's go back to map and leave the map here. And if we look down here, you see this is the top of descent, and 44 nautical miles to the DBUT waypoint from our current location. It's a very short flight today, but should be fun. Robert, hello my friend from Indiana, US of A. Welcome aboard my friend, and thank you for your continued support being a VVIP member, and the same goes to you, Dave. Welcome aboard my friend, glad to have you with us. I am well, I hope you are the same. And Daza T Arab, good evening to you my friend, welcome aboard, glad to have you all with us on stream this evening. Brilliant. Let's take a look at the outside. Just the entire area is just everything is covered with snow. I really like this aircraft a lot, the Cessna 414 Chancellor. Gapoj 32, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. We are doing well. And we have also Taki Tecmo. Welcome aboard, my friend. Love the details on this model. Feels like I'm in the real thing, but I've never had the fancy GPS. Yeah, I hope you guys have had the chance to look over the cinematic video I've created for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And one of the comments that came in is, so somebody was actually telling me, I hope that you don't get sucked into making cinematic videos. They offer no value. And no, I very rarely make those videos, but and I do agree that they offer really no real value, because they are just, you know, they don't offer any information. They're just really a look at what the sim looks like in various places. But I felt, you know, it was a good change. I haven't done one of those videos in a long time. Thank you very much, Rand. Appreciate it, my friend. Hey, Jane. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And we have also, and eventually the gear just broke. Oh! Well, Rand, I'll be very interested to hear your thoughts on that, because, yeah, I mean, maybe they offer value in terms of looking at the world and different places in the world, but in terms of flight sim, they probably don't offer that much. Clear Chilan says, I love the video. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. IFR Captain, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Places I wouldn't just pick. Oh, thank you very much, Rand. Yeah, I think, yeah. I saw your cinematic video and enjoyed seeing the sights. Well, thank you very much, guys. That is really very encouraging. Benny, welcome aboard. Thank you for your support, being a VVIP member, my friend. Find the different locations on the sim. Oh, thank you. So the very first one, it was great. Where can I find the different locations on the cinematics? So actually, what you will. The first one is the Dover United Kingdom was the first one, and gee, I don't recall all of them. There was one at Taj Mahal in India. There was one at what do you call it, Faisal Mosque, and then there was Sydney. There was Denmark, and where else? Where else did I fly? Of course, the U.S. Statue of Liberty was the U.S. Yeah, and then there is Mount Rushmore, also in the U.S. Very fascinating sites of those, you know, the founding fathers being engraved on the mountain. Just really fantastic looking. Looks like some rain here as we approach our destination. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Yeah, definitely. We can, by the way, do this here and take a look. We can see this is Diva. This is the transition into our into the star. And yeah, very soon we will begin our descent because we look here. So this is the top of descent right there. So we're actually not very far from top of descent. Yeah, Egypt. Thank you, Rand. Appreciate it. Actually, there is Egypt, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia. Hey, Kuwait, are you originally American? No, I'm not. I am a Kuwaiti national, V1 Rotate. I am a Kuwaiti national, but I lived in the U.S. for a very long time, and it is my second home. I lived in Fresno, California, and I traveled to, I think, 20 of the 51 states in the U.S. It was probably the best time of my life in the U.S. 10 years. That's right. That's right. So yeah. I mean, part of me is definitely American, I must say. And I'm indebted to all the fine people that came into my life as I made my way from being a teen into adulthood. And I've met great people, and those are probably the people that shaped, my character, the person that I am today. I'm just really thankful. I think, guys, that I have been very fortunate throughout my life, and I really appreciate every good fortune that has come my way, all the way tracing back to having, very loving parents, very dedicated parents, to having very, very loyal and dedicated teachers at the various stages of my schooling. I am very thankful for the fact that I was, that my family has given me a suitable environment to be able to really study hard, get good grades, and get a scholarship to go and study abroad and look at life from a different perspective. And I'm thankful for that. I think I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for all those fine people that I've crossed paths with in my life, and those that were, family and friends. So I think that is really what made me who I am, and I'm very thankful for all of that. That's cool, Kuwait. Glad you came there. I'm originally from New York. Oh, cool. Sammy Tekaki speaks Bulgarian natively. Ah, cool. I wish Sam is a native speaker. That's why your English is great. Well, thank you very much, V1 Rotate. Appreciate it. Right, we're approaching top of descent. I wish that we've had less clouds in this flight, because the scenery underneath is just fantastic. And it's a bummer that we can't see anything as we go through these clouds. You have a great attitude, and that's why you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Well, thank you very much, sir. Tecmo, thank you very much for your kind words. I appreciate it, sir. Hopefully, as we approach our destination, the clouds would subside and we'll be able to see some of the really nice scenery. But the scenery actually along this path is just mind-blowing. And Orbex has done a very good job with the Iceland mesh. So yeah, I think we're out of the. It looks like it's going to be a cloudy approach into our destination. Just guys, look at that! Wow. You can see there's no more icy terrain, so we're out of the ices here. But it looks like I can see the clouds, you know, far in the distance. So it looks like it's going to be a cloudy approach. Not a very good day for VFR for sure. Alright. We look here, down here, we are at 14,000. This is the top of descent mark, right there. And, by the way, yeah, transponder is on, that's fine. And we need to go to Diva. Yeah, I think that's fine. All it's good. We'll begin our descent shortly. Just look at that scene right there. That's just beautiful. Screenshot material right there. By the way, folks, just as a reminder again, Perna du Vento, welcome aboard, my friend. We have you with us from Brazil. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. Is it Michael Laurent? Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. This is how I feel. Create loads of ortho4xp tiles and fly with real weather full of clouds. Yeah. Now, by the way, if we look at the GTN devices here, so this is where we are. This is Diva 13400. So now we will begin the descent, as you can see here. So at Kilo Foxtrot 103, I believe, we're going to begin the descent into our destination. Let's see here. All right. Wallace Oliveira, thank you, sir, for being with us, for being a VVIP member here at the channel. All right, what we're going to do now, folks, we're going to reset our MCP altitude to 1,800. There we go, 1,800. Very, very cloudy skies today here over at over in Iceland. Yeah, Ryan Sky 777 Fly Simulator website is broken. It looks like their domain has expired, or it's, you know, pending payment or something like that. But it's been the case since morning, and hopefully they'll get that resolved soon. Just clouds and more clouds. In case of engine 1 or engine 2 failure, is this Cessna capable to land with only one engine on? I would suppose so, yeah. Can you change the aircraft registration? I believe you can, yeah, from the menu, from the Microsoft menu. I think from the registration there you can. No one does this better than you. I have learned so much from you. I'm so grateful. Well, thank you very much, Rand. I really appreciate it. You're very kind. You're a very kind person, very kind soul, and a true gentleman. Thank you, really. Thank you very much. All right. So if we look down here, this is the top of descent. This is us. As you can see here, 15,000. We need to be below 15. So we are good there. And once we reach the top of descent, we will begin our descent to 1,800 feet. And hopefully below these the clouds are just all over the place. Jeez. Oh, thank you very much, James. Appreciate it, my friend. Guys, as a reminder, we have the giveaway going on, and just a quick information on this giveaway. Last time we did the giveaway and enrolling the winner on the same stream. This time around, I decided to extend it until the day after tomorrow. So we are going to be drawing the winner the day after tomorrow during my stream, and the stream is probably going to be a departure from La Palma or an arrival at La Palma. I'm thinking about it. Tell me which one do you guys prefer? Do you prefer that we land at La Palma or we take off from La Palma and maybe we'll go to Lanzarote, I think that's how it's said, or some closer airport there, or maybe we can fly to Morocco, somewhere on the coastline there, maybe Casablanca, or something like that, somewhere, or maybe Spain, you know, somewhere where it's Chirag Bubek. Chirag, hello my friend, welcome aboard. I'm doing very well, I hope you are the same. So yeah, if you guys are, if you want me to, I've gotten the airport for Lanzarote. I hope I said it correctly. Bill Barrett, there is no giveaway code. You can just enter this time. There is no code. You can just go and enter the giveaway. You will get more chances if you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. So you will increase your chances, and if you're of course subscribed to the channel, which I assume that you are, then you'll have more chances of entering the giveaway. All right, so let's go and take a look here. We are at the top of descent mark. So now what we're going to begin doing, folks, is we have the altitude set. We are going to go to vertical speed, and we are going to reduce our speed, we're going to increase, beg your pardon, our rate of descent to 1,000 feet per minute, and we are going to ease off there on the throttle. And let's go ahead and take a look at the descent checklist real quick. We have begun our descent, and let's see here. Approach and descent. All right, so pressurization, set LFE plus 500. Fuel selectors on the main tank. Mixtures set 1350 EGT minimum. So if we look here, 1350 minimum. So we need to increase mixture a little bit. Alright, 1300 minimum is good, set. And avionics load the approach. The approach has already been loaded, so we are good there. And then before landing, wing flags down 42. Propellers check. Auxiliary on low. Alright, so all is good there. We continue now our descent. And this is where we are. Still about a... Yeah, I think we're okay. And if we look here, so if you look at the flight plan here, you will see 1800 here. I think we can actually go to 2500, but that's all right. We're going to start slowing our speed down. And continue our descent. And hopefully we'll be out of the clouds and can see the beautiful scenery. Definitely lots of clouds in the vicinity. Now, one of the nice things in the GTN device is once you actually switch to V-lock, it will automatically set the frequency. I beg your pardon. When you hit the approach button, it will automatically change the. Let's see here. All right. So it will change the GPS to V-lock automatically, and it would flip the standby ILS frequency to the active automatically, so you don't really need to do anything, which is again really cool. Let's see here. I'm gonna start also reducing power here, and I'm gonna increase our rate of descent to 1300 feet per minute. Look at that sight. I love those towering clouds. Very, very nice. Did you say that VNAV doesn't work with autopilot? Oh, so the VNAV is not tied to the Microsoft Flight Simulator autopilot. It works, so it will display all the information for you here in terms of altitude restrictions and required speeds. But it will not, so you have all the restrictions there, but you don't, you will not get the, it doesn't work with the autopilot. So if I click on VNAV, it's actually not clickable. So ENOP, the only ENOP button in this device is the VNAV button. It will display the information here, but it's not tied to the autopilot. La Palma to Casablanca would be interesting, all right? Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the landing lights and taxi lights. It's complaining about the throttle because alright. Look at all these clouds. I mean, they look fantastic, but you know, I wanted to show you some really nice scenery there. But anyway, that's okay. Is it true Navigraph are working on VFR charts? I have no idea, Philip. It might be true. I don't know. If you have, by the way, any other suggestions, I just bought FS Realistic. Hey, Duncan, that's a good purchase, man. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. All right, so now what we can do, folks, is if you come here and we look at the flight plan here, I think, by the way, we can reduce our rate of descent. So I'm going to come here and we're going to go back to 1,000. And once we are here, we will activate the approach. So bearing 279 degrees, distance 13.6 nautical miles, about 4 minutes, 7.2 for the next waypoint. So we're good. And that's us. We can zoom out a little bit. And if we look at the restrictions, So 7,000. Let's see here. Where are we? 7,000. Actually, let me hold the altitude here at 7,000. And we'll begin the descent again. Now, if we come here, it's 35, airport information, and again, you can see the entire airport here at, this is, by the way, the arrival runway. This is where we're going to arrive, and the procedures, all available procedures, all the runways, all the frequencies, HS, clearance, ground. Again, these are real-world frequencies. Weather data, of course, is not there, and no chance at the current time. And of course, if you were flying in North America, we would also get the charts, but we're not getting the charts. And you also get the airport elevation and the time zone, which is UTC plus 10, which is pretty cool. Yeah. What is it complaining about here? Oh, that's just the license message. Okay. Alright, so we have now the TOD after the restriction, so we are flying at 7,000, and in approximately 6.7 miles we'll begin the descent again. So we already have this set to 1800, so we're good there, and it looks like the clouds are going to accompany us all the way to our destination there. Night at night. Q8 Pilot is one of the best streamers. I remember 2 to 3 years ago he decided to stop streaming due to work and other life issues. My comment on that stream was that he would come back, and he is back. Well, thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. I'm most humbled. Thank you. I appreciate it. And we have also with us Humber 2 from Portugal. Welcome aboard, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Alright, I think we can begin the descent once more. By the way, let's set the altimeter. Altimeter is set, and we can begin the descent in just a few, about maybe 3.8 nautical miles. We'll begin the descent again to our destination. It's been a cloudy trip, and you know, while I like looking at the clouds when I'm, you know, flying at 37,000 feet, I would hope for a clearer approach just to really enjoy the scenery. But this kind of looks a bit dull, if you ask me. But anyway, flying in real weather is cool. Steve, Ben, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. I thought we were not going to see you today, but thank you very much for making the time to show up. I appreciate it. Love this plane. Been flying it every day for a week. It is an absolute joy of an aircraft to fly, without a doubt. All right, here's the top of descent mark. Let's go ahead and go vertical speed, and we're going to begin the descent again at about 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. 1,000 feet is set. We'll ease off on the power a little bit. And hopefully we'll get to see some nice scenery before we are at our destination. Oh, you skipped the meeting, huh? Yeah. You know, I remember, I can't remember when which airplane it was. I think it might have been the IXCG 737 when it came out, and I remember that I was at work when the release actually happened. Now there is a time difference between the US and Kuwait, and I think I was at work and I was just itching, and I said, you know what, I'm applying for leave. And I actually took the day off, went home, downloaded the plane, started, you know, making videos and stuff. And yeah, it gets, you know, you get really addicted to. Yeah, I remember I've done this a couple of times, so you're not alone there. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to procedure, and now we're going to say activate the approach, and the approach is now active. Everything is still, by the way, the same. We're still flying in GPS mode. As you can see, frequency hasn't changed. As soon as we hit the approach button, it will change everything automatically for us. So right now, we're just going to leave it, and we're going to be mindful of our speed. We're still at 5,000 feet, almost at our destination now. Should be... Absolutely, getting the priority right is a thing. It's a drug. You can't really give up. Yeah, flight simulation is, it's aviation. Aviation is what really, where the passion lies, and flight simulation gives us access to, you know, to assuage that passion. So, yeah. Here's our turn. Need to be above or below, above 3,500. I'm going to slightly decrease our rate of descent. Let's go to 800 feet per minute. Our speed is still good. Look at that, guys. Just really a thick layer of cloud after another as we approach our destination. Wow. Yeah, fasten those seat belts and buckle up, guys. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. And by the way, guys, the channel is approaching the 60K milestone, and I never ever thought that, you know, I would actually get up to 60,000 subscribers. So I'm very grateful for everything, and it looks like I haven't really had much time to do the Thrustmaster giveaway yet, but I promise you guys that it's all coming. And if I hit the 60K subscriber mark, which by the way we're very close to it before, then it will just be a grander giveaway, a much bigger giveaway once I hit that milestone. And I have a few things planned for you guys as we that's the altitude, so 1,000 feet to go, and here's our turn, and looks like it's yeah, it's, the clouds are gone. Perfect. All right, here's the turn and approach. Doesn't look like it has already captured the localizer. Alright, let me switch that to V-lock. Not sure why it didn't do what it's supposed to do. That's the runway ahead of us now. The aircraft is not doing what it's supposed to do. Now let's go to heading mode. Ah. There we go. Now it should align with the... There we go. Alright, perfect. I'm not sure why this time around it didn't do what it's supposed to do. But that's okay. Approach. There we go. That should put us now on the localizer. And we can see the glide slope and localizer needles there. And we'll let the aircraft do its thing. We're going to continue to reduce our speed. Alright, speed check. Alright, flaps. Gears going down. By the way, the scenery at our destination is available at Orbex. Now we're making the turn. Is this the GTN 750Xi? Yes, sir. It is. Vacate to the left, which is the GA parking. All right, thanks for that. Appreciate it. Alright, we're lined up with the runway now, runway 01. Notice the bubble here on the GTN device. By the way, you can switch to visual approach as well. We are on the glide slope and the localizer. Continue to reduce our speed. And we're going to land at about 75 knots. Final approach speed. Oh, by the way, we didn't start the recorder. So let's record. And we're just going to type anything here. 1/4. There we go. Alright, it's recording now. Perfect. Start reduce our speed. Duncan, thank you so very much for your 1,500 donation there. Super chat, beg your pardon. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Right? Laps full. $500 feet. All right, let's disconnect the autopilot. Yo, damper is off. My aircraft. Bit too high, but we can correct that. A little bit of turbulence there. We're coming a little too fast. And we've corrected our altitude there. Definitely some crosswind there. And welcome.
Easy does it, Captain.
Looks like FS Realistic has liked the landing. Now let me see. Where is the taxiway? Yeah, it looks like there's one coming to our left right there. I can see it. Perfect. And then once we are safe, we can do the replay. How's that? Is it vacate right or left? I thought you said vacate left. Alright, I'm not sure, so I'm just going to vacate here. And we'll just find a spot and just park the aircraft. I meant right, sorry. That's alright, Duncan. No worries, man. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. Mr. Piggy, smooth like silk. Thank you very much, sir. Ah, yes, I should have known. Spoke. Yeah. Thank you very much, Duncan. That's very kind of you, sir. Appreciate it. Again, guys, if you like this, flying in this part of the world, I highly recommend this scenery from Orbex. We're just gonna go straight. Although you can use Adobe Eye Tracker to look left and right. And we can look forward there, right there. Looks like this is the terminal where the heavies are, but that's all right. And by the way, this airport is very, very strange. The layout of this airport is very strange. It's got different areas scattered all over the place. So there's no coherence in the way, and the taxiways are really strange. So really interesting airport. And one that I highly recommend. It's a fun airport to have as part of your collection of you know, great payware airports for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Without a doubt. Good one. Alright, so these are obviously all the big aircraft. So we're gonna make a turn. Not sure where to go now. Alright, well, we're just gonna leave the aircraft here. How's that? Alright. Set the parking brake. Alright, so let's take a look at our landing. And we're gonna bring up the... Stop that and load. Gee, I don't remember. I think this is the one. Yeah, June 26th. Alright, open. And play. That's us. Can remove that. By the way, what was the landing rate? -8. -8 FPM. Wow. Guys, just look at that view. So initially we were a little too high, but then we corrected. Is this add-on with Microsoft Flight Simulator? No, it's not. Flight Control Replay is a separate add-on, and I actually ran a giveaway of it a few days ago. I'm going to try to, you know, create as much variety in the giveaways that I provide on the channel to maximize your benefit, guys. Alright, here we go. Look at that. Just the crosswind. Look at that. Some very strong winds there as we came into land. Not bad. Not bad. A bit after the touchdown zone, so a bit too late. But you know, we've had a long runway, so it's fine. We can do another, maybe another. Here, let me do this. All right.
Don't sink.
And no, we're not going to sink. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right. Let's see here.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right.
Don't
Here's
sink.
what I'm going to do.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
And
Don't
we're going to
sink.
increase the speed. Now, where
Don't
we've touched
sink.
down is right after
Don't
the
sink.
touchdown zone. So somewhere right
Don't
here.
sink. Don't sink.
Let's see here if we can set
Don't
this up
sink.
like
Don't
that.
sink. Don't sink.
And shift
Don't
and
sink.
tab.
Don't
And
sink.
now let's hit play.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Oh, come on.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Where's the aircraft?
Don't
All right,
sink.
I see us.
Don't sink.
There we go.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Ah, I missed it. All right. Here's what we can do. All right. Still didn't get it right. All right, let's do this. Go to the aircraft, and let's do maybe a wing view.
Well done. Smooth landing.
Yeah.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
All right, and
Don't sink.
what we can do.
Don't
Let's
sink.
go here.
Don't sink.
I haven't set up the views.
Don't sink.
But here's
Don't
what
sink.
we can do.
Don't
All right,
sink.
here we go. Play that.
Don't sink.
There we go.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Beautiful.
Nice landing. I'm impressed.
You saw the vibration effect. That's actually FS realistic. So really nice. Yeah. All right. Shift and tab. And we're just gonna move up there and take a look at the nice scenery. Here, let me just show you guys, if you're interested in buying this scenery, I'll show you, what it looks like, so you guys can decide if, if that's something you want to make an investment in. But it's really a very strange airport with some really strange taxiways. You can see there are some buildings over there, some over here. Looks like this is the main terminal here. I love it. I just love this airport. Just really strange though. And then you've got all these, runways. Look at that. Look at the layout of the runways here. And you've got the building, the general aviation, I guess, is right there. And this is the main terminal here. And then you've got something over there as well. Not sure what that is. And you've got some, you see those parking positions? Here, right here, right here, right there. Not sure what those are, but anyway, that's what the airport looks like. And this is us now taxiing back to the position. to the aircraft position. And this is really it, folks. I hope that you've enjoyed it. What's the name of the recording software, Aaron? It's called Flight Control Replay. I've just done a stream a few days ago on Flight Control Replay. It's an add-on that I highly recommend. By the way, there is a freeware alternative. I think it's called Sky Dually. So if you are interested, in replay and you don't want to spend money on Flight Control Replay, you can go for that, for Sky Dually. I personally prefer Flight Control Replay. I think it's more robust and a lot easier to use than any other tool out there. So this is it for today's show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you've enjoyed this stream as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. And until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all very soon. And please don't forget that the day after tomorrow will be the day we roll the giveaway winner for the second piece of the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 device. Take care, folks. Stan, Mr. Don, everyone else on the stream, thank you very much for being here this evening. Bye-bye for now. Take care.
Don't sink.